Christopher Robin is a live-action Disney film featuring Winnie-the-Pooh and all the characters of the 100-Acre Woods. This film is directed by Mark Forster, starring Ewan McGregor as Christopher Robin. It also features Hayley Atwell and Mark Gatiss along with the voices of Jim Cummings, Brad Garrett, Peter Capaldi and Toby Jones, amongst others. When we first meet Christopher Robin, he's a young boy who spends his time at the 100-Acre Woods with Pooh and the gang as they do nothing, as they like to call it. We follow Robin's life as he leaves them to grow up in a boarding school. He eventually joins the army and then ends up working at a luggage company where he looks after the company's efficiency. Along the way, he meets his wife Evelyn, played by Hayley Atwell, and they have a daughter, Madeline, played by Bronte Carmichael. What we discover is that Christopher has left his childhood imagination behind and forgotten all about his furry friends. In fact, he's so consumed by work that he forgets about his family as well. From this point on, you can probably figure out how this movie is going to go. And you get no prizes for guessing. That's exactly how it pans out. Now, this wouldn't entirely be a bad thing if the tonality wasn't so dull and dreary. Seriously, the color palette in this film is so devoid of colors. I get that it's supposed to mirror Christopher's life, which is devoid of joy, but this never changes throughout the film, and that bothered me a little considering that the cartoons used to really pop out. All the characters in the film also seem to be toned down, other than Tigger, who is lively and literally bounces around with energy. This reflects on the voice acting too, but Jim Cummings, who voices both Tigger and Winnie-the-Pooh, captures them both brilliantly. Another actor who's perfectly cast is Brad Garrett as the voice of Eeyore the donkey. Now, Eeyore is a gloomy and pessimistic person by nature, so he fits right into this world. But Ewan McGregor, who plays the title character, doesn't seem to be entirely invested in this role. It's not a particularly challenging part to play, and we've seen McGregor do some incredible work in the past, so it's a little baffling why he doesn't commit a bit more here. I understand it's partly due to the way the film is structured, yet I wasn't particularly invested in the lead character. But I was invested in the way the story panned out towards the end, because at its heart, this is a classic tale of finding the inner child in you again, and about focusing on the aspects of your life that really matter. Sure, your job is essential, but then again, so is remembering to appreciate your loved ones and taking the time to enjoy life with them. This message is timely and timeless. We've seen it in various incarnations before, and while this movie doesn't do anything very differently, the message still comes across loud and clear. What works for the film is its stunning animation and CGI. The way these computer-generated characters seamlessly blend into the real world is remarkable. I suppose we've come to expect no less from Disney in that department, and they certainly do not disappoint. While it's slow to get going, Christopher Robin picks up towards the final act. And even though the tonality of the film is dreary, it definitely leaves you warm-hearted in the end. That's why I'm going with 3.5 stars for this film. I think it could have been a lot more fun than it is, but that shouldn't stop you from checking this out for the message that it seeks to convey. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what you think about this film if you've checked it out. Tune in to watch the reviews of the latest releases right here on It's Entertainment, only on Mirror Now, you first.